I'm sorry.
And that goes for and I agree to that too. That goes for these new artists, which I do research. So the new artists, which I love y'all to death, you know what I mean? I'm listening to new hip hop. Stop playing with me though. I know the difference. You're making videos and visuals for songs that are not helping anybody. And you don't put no visuals behind the conscious songs that you talking about your mom, how your man got murdered. Some of these people got great content on the mixtapes, and then when they get on, they put out the garbage. Bro,
but
stop playing. But why are you letting? If the label want to sign you and the person wants to put you on, you have the right to say, with all due respect, we could do this single, but the next one has to be this, because you're making it seem like the only music that I have is these type of songs, and that's not the type of artist I want to be. If you want to sign me, I need your money, and you want me because I'm hot. It has to be a balanced approach.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous to have these people come out and they only have a certain type of song, and then you got the rest of America judging us based on hip hop.
But it goes back to what you was talking about earlier, group thinking.
Right.
If they can get everybody with the group thinking of having music that sound like this, or having people who rap like this, and it's all the same, then it's easier to say, that's them.
Right.
Look at them.
Right.
That's not fucking us.
Right.
That's you perpetuating what you think we are to us.
Right.
We are fucking Young Jeezy.
Right.
We are Gucci, but we also Kendrick and J. Cole.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We are fucking Future, but we are fucking Lauryn Hill also.
Right.
Or Rhapsody, or fucking Knife Runner, or we Little Brother. We everything. Don't be trying to just make it seem like, yeah, that's them right there.
Right.
But
and that's cool.
I understand they plan though, because if you perpetuating, you gangster, you hard, do drugs and stuff like that, you perpetuating that. See, here's the thing, like because I consistently analyze the system because I'm trying to figure out a way to break that shit.
Right.
When you analyze the shit, when you go back to the 80s, it was a smorgasbord of the hip hop.
Right.
Then you go to the early 90s and it was more conscious and stuff like that. Then you start bringing in, but here's the other thing you gotta pay attention to.
Hardcore era came.
Motherfuckers mirror the era.
Right.
So when you get this hardcore era, you dealing with some hardcore, the dudes in the 90s, if you grew up in the 90s era, it was different. It was a different energy.
Right.
But now, here's the thing. If you perpetuating do drugs, you perpetuating homosexuality, you perpetuate enough, not that I'm saying there's nothing wrong with it, but if you perpetuating this, and you perpetuating anything that's not making a man strong from a whatever you're in your mind what the definition of strong man is, if you're not perpetuating that, and they make it our music is made to make us self-destruct on different levels, right? And if we don't know how to, we're all under a spell, indirectly, right? And if you don't know how to break the spell, it's different spells. If you don't know how to break that spell and shake that spell that they throwing on you, you be fucked up in this game. You be fucked up in this game.
You're done. And so that's my last thing is about the balance, and that means questioning labels, questioning artists, questioning radio stations. I mean everybody. The same way we march when a white man, a white cop kills a black man at some point, and I'm willing to get down. So if we want to connect, let's do it. I'm with taking on every single DJ, label, radio station who is not creating a balanced ecosystem of the thoughts of the rap economy. And that means there is fly niggas, there are always going to be drugs, but there's also people who are very intelligent,
funny dudes,
who got bars, who got funny, and I want to see a mixture of all that because that's the true representation of hip hop. Don't call yourself a hip hop station and you don't give us the corners of hip hop, which is all of those things combined, making up, what we are.
But at the same time, you got to know that what we up against is not going to give us all, because if we give us all, then we start thinking different. And when you start thinking like Public Enemy or thinking like J. Cole or Kendrick or Killer Mike or stuff like that, then your mind is on some other shit. They don't want you on no other shit. Right. They want your ass to dance, pop a pill, drink some lean, and fuck something.
But they can't do it. But we have more power.
I know.
You know that.
I know that.
The culture is ours.
But it gotta be stand up. It gotta be stand up dudes. It ain't a lot of stand up dudes in this shit. A lot of these dudes, they whores for money, bro. You put money in their hand, they dancing like a chick.
I get it, and I ain't gonna lie. Look, they get it. Somebody come to you and say, "Yo, we gonna give you to do this song," and you didn't sold weed hands to your community anyway. I mean, why would you have a loyalty to the community to put out?
But
the problem is that we have powerful people of this race who cannot let that happen any longer, and they don't say it on the interviews. We need more people on the interviews, in the press, and it's enough of us, bro, that feel this way.
Yeah, I agree.
But when we get in front of the rapper, who's a celebrity, yo, big up, yo, we love it.
Right.
You can't, at some point you gotta say, yo, I love the work. But yo, can I holler at you about this?
Yeah.
Cause listen.
But you gotta be careful when you bring it up because they master communicators and they will they'll flip it how they get out of it some type of way. If you ain't, it gotta be the right person talking to them.
Right. Like, and everybody don't care about
like have KRS-One talk to Future.
Yeah, but Future. See, the thing is with those things is that's not. I understand that conversation piece, what that would do, but we talking about backroom, money on the table, debating. Yo, you want my artist, but here's what's going to happen about how we want this sound to be.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, like the DJ, you want the DJ, but he's saying from now on, I want to play this, and we need to play this. They both could be hot, and the artists we give you, they already got a following,
right.
And we can still make money off it. If not, we'll put our money up to push that. This is really about money. Yeah. Is it really about money? Because if it's about money,
it's about them trying to kill it. Right. That's what it's really about.
If it's about money, I can get niggas. I can go get some black powerful people and say, yo, this is what we're trying to do. They talking about that we need X, Y, Z to get it done. Oh, that's nothing. I got that.
Right.
If this is about money. But it seems to me that if it ain't about money, then we got a bigger issue at hand. You know what I mean?
Do you think the DJs, the rappers, the radio station, the people that do the interviews, do you think they understand that they are destroying us? Do you think they know?
I don't think so.
They don't know. Do they know or they don't know?
I will say this. I'm confused on that because I always say that. Do we really believe somebody is in their basement like, I want to destroy the black race today?
Yes.
I don't know that.
Not in their basement.
But the black people
they in Maui.
The black people who work at these joints, I don't know if you waking up saying you want to destroy the black race or whatever.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the one
who at the top.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the powers that be know what they're doing. I'm saying, do the people who's perpetuating this? I say they know because even when Styles P was ready to drop the song called "I'm Black," they told him, no, you can't put that out.
That was a great song.
You can't put that out.
Yo.
You better put that "I'm Locked Up" out.
Yo.
You understand? So if they know, okay, they put this out, it's going to bring consciousness to these brothers, and they stopping it, why are you stopping us? And if Nick Cannon's saying some real shit about black people being the first people here and this and that, and they stopping them, why are you stopping that? You understand?
I see.
You get what I'm saying? Where you get where I'm going? Like,
yeah, I don't. I always say this. I don't know.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't know is because people who are of power, I don't know if the radio's. I don't know. But all I do know is who owns the culture and who can prostitute us is up. If people say, yo, and that's why they keep saying, I like what people are doing. Drake go independent. I don't know if you start to see that more.
I saw that.
Because in technicality, we would love him to.
Mm-hmm.
And because now, once people say, yo, it's just a bunch of independent people, we doing this ourselves, the power starts to strangle itself.
Most definitely. Unless they get another sucker dude and make him hot as Drake.
They will, and they will.
Yeah.
It's always been this,
Yeah,
you know. Like you said, in the '90s, you still had like an MC Hammer. No disrespect to him, he was a real bull. But you still had people doing things. You can make it work. People will always find a way to make a lot of money.
You know,
there's always going to be a shiny.
We need a Hammer.
Yeah, because so here's the thing about this. I don't want to change what we have. I want balance, though.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's too much of one type of girl on TV.
Yeah.
Bro, there's nobody, no disrespect. I'm not trying to play what I see on TV. I went through Atlanta. I didn't see nobody walking down the street with a halter top, high heels, and jewelry. That's not real. That's not real. You can't perpetuate something that we don't live every day, and you don't have a real balance. We need the balance, and that's all I'm asking for. I don't want to change nothing else, but into a true balance, like we said.
Let me ask you this. I want you to challenge me back. I'm gonna ask you a question. So when you think about how we was put in slavery, when you think about how hip hop used to be, when you think about how the money got into it, and you think about how it changed, you gotta understand that they're against us on different levels. It ain't no. See, this is the thing. This is how I see the system. I could be completely fucking wrong, right? I feel like the system is against us as far as using our school against us, our schools against us, using our food is against us. I feel like they use our music against us. I feel like they put us in fucked up positions. They use our housing conditions against us. They use our liquor stores. Like, they do so many, and the thing is, it's not a big boogeyman that's doing it by grand design, but it's more so like, they know if we get in position, it's a fucking problem, bro. You understand?
So let me give you that. Let me give you this. No, and I agree. I will say this. What you're saying makes sense. But there's always been, for some reason, a black person that is going along with the shit.
But you know why though?
So no, and I get that. Let me get that. Let me get to my point.
Go.
So the argument has always been.
I love it. Go ahead.
Reagan and the CIA brought the crack into the neighborhoods. They said that's on record. That's facts. The problem I have is after the first year in, when niggas is starting to rob their own moms. They're killing each other over the. It's so powerful. It's taking down the entire neighborhoods.
Right.
Where is the people that say, "Yo, I don't give a fuck how much money you making off the joint. Stop. You can't sell it no. It's too, bro. It's out of control now.
Right.
Like I'm talking a full blown opportunity. Like, yo, we going to war, bloodshed in the streets because there was 10 black men who died who took this drug kingpin to task. No, they went to war with the cops. They didn't go to war with 10 black men ready to die over this neighborhood being taken down for crack. So my question is this.
I love it.
I remember, if you remember the protests, right? This is good. Protesters out there, and they see the white dude breaking the window. They're like, yo, what you doing, dog? So he walks off and they follow. I don't know if you saw it. They follow him like, yo, they found out that he's not even part of the protest. He was just some white person just in trying to start trouble. This mindset is what the black community needs at all different angles. So you're right. We need different people fighting on different things against each other.
Most definitely. Because
there's somebody always using a black person against itself. Which is fine, but I don't speak from a victimization mindset. So when you was talking like that, I was hearing a little bit of victimization in a sense because it was like, they using us against each other in the music. But then where the fuck is the people at that's like, yo DJ, cut that noise. And if enough of us be like, yo, cut that track, we ain't doing that tonight. You know why? Because you've been playing drug tracks the whole night. I ain't hear one J. Cole track yet. Why not? Kendrick Lamar has a Pulitzer. What do you want to
the Pulitzer Award?
Pulitzer Award for writing.
Yeah, right.
Yo, why you ain't play him yet? You playing all this, hood stuff, but you ain't playing not one hot track. And I'm not asking you to play my homeboy shit. I'm telling you to play niggas that's fired, that sold millions of records. who are talking consciously, and you ain't playing them yet. Why not, bro?
Right.
And that have that real discussion where it's like, yo, this race has had enough, and to challenge, like you said, the person who's being used, because at the end of the day, we create this shit.
But what you saying, I understand it, but from my point of view, I feel like we, poets, people who have knowledge of self, people who understand this whole fucking matrix, we have to make our voice so loud that they can't ignore it. Because you got a lot of lies, and you got a few people that know the truth.
Correct.
So when I break down all these different things that's against us, I know we can still overcome it.
Right.
I know we can still beat it. Shit, I'm still fighting and you still fighting, right? And there's a lot of other people, brothers and sisters, we know fighting. But I gotta plant these seeds also in the interview so motherfuckers who watching it, they can be like, damn, I ain't see it like that.
Right.
Or motherfuckers don't even know the food and the whole industry's against them. They just think that.
They see the one guy, gentrification ain't new. Bro, when you live in your neighborhood and you see a contractor building up that abandoned house, and it's looking a little different.
Yeah.
Yo, what you building?
Most definitely.
They wait until the whole block is done. Then what's going on? They ask the politician know what's going on.
Right.
Because you gotta get the permits from City Hall. Like, let's not play this game. I know what's going on.
But
so why are we waiting, right? To finish the joint and then be like, they gentrifying our neighborhood. No. Somebody saw it and ignored it. And we have an obligation, which I'm not taking away from what the powers to be. We have an obligation to be aware. We have to have people fighting on all different type of fronts.
I agree.
That's why I'm a foster care fighter.
I agree.
That's what I do.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So some of y'all gotta strictly stay on housing, because they're attacking us in the housing, and then somebody gotta do the environmental thing. You know what I mean? Why is there a factory being built in downtown Baltimore? I don't know, right? And now we found out that the water is trifling.
Right.
So somebody got to stay on the environmental side. And that's what I loved about back in the day, because the NAACP at that time, when it was popping, they had lawyers fighting on segregation,
and the infrastructure
education,
for everything.
That we need to have that. And so that's the kind of mindset I have.
And that's the kind of
you know
mindset
what I mean? You feel me?
I feel you.
Where it's
I feel you.
And the people that are not woke, I don't know about that. How do you make it?
But to me, you do it the way, like, to me, when I'm interviewing you and we breaking certain shit down,
right,
this is how you do it.
Right.
This is one of the ways you do it.
Absolutely.
Right?
And that's why.
And if somebody say, well, Milk, I don't think the interview, or I don't think the foster care way is the
right,
foster, if I don't think those are the way, then, all right, do you think it should be done? But we all got to do
But
something.
at least we talking about it.
Most definitely.
And you going now, like you said, 2 black young men fly. And we talking about, like, this is what we should be doing. But I know what I'm gonna fight on. So when y'all come to me, I say, yo, racism is going on in the foster care system. Oh yeah, we know about that. We on them. Right. We on them over here. We already, because they already having the debate. Somebody had a panel not too long ago about it from Virginia. Racism as it relates to foster. Oh, we on you.
Right.
So that people have to be fighting for their particular fight, because we got a lot of people that's just like, look what they doing over here, and look what they doing over here, but they not in that fight or know what they're talking about when they're in that, that debate.
Let me say one more thing. When I was breaking down all the ways they against us, and all the ways, what I'm doing is, I'm explaining to people because motherfuckers don't even know we in a war, bro. We in a war. Motherfuckers don't even know we are at war. We are being hunted. So if you don't know, you will keep playing the music. You'll keep eating fucking pork or popping pills. If you don't know, it's just like the crack in the 80s. If you think it's just a party, you just gonna dance.
You don't even know.
You don't even know. So
nobody questions like, yo, where does this come? Why y'all here?
Yeah. So when I'm doing the interviews and I'm breaking certain things down, it's not, from my perspective, it's not how can I put it? I'm just trying to make people aware, like, we up against some real shit. And we gotta do some of the things you was talking about in this interview, and some of the things that other people talk about in other interviews that I've done with them. Because if you don't understand we're at war, and there's something against us that's strong, and you gotta be strong to fight this war.
Right.
You know what I mean? This ain't for no weak motherfucker.
Right, and it's ongoing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about people too. We get, short-winded. We protest real quick, and then we go back like, all right, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Foster care for me is that's the ever-ending fight till I die, because I know that it's constantly. I gotta keep fighting for what's right. And like you said, if I don't do it,
who's gonna do it?
Who gonna come to your venue in the middle of Baltimore, Atlanta, or California, or anywhere, Houston, and say, yo, I'm gonna do a foster care poem? Who?
I've never heard nobody do a poem like that.
Can't. So I have.
Yeah.
That's why we need these different voices. Like,
I agree.
Yo, why ain't nobody talking about on the environmental front? The black, the race, there's so many different
whatever
wars.
your specialty, that's what you need to be doing.
Absolutely.
Right. I always say, yo, if you ain't doing something to help us, you a bitch ass nigga.
You say you don't know, because you just
if you ain't doing
around.
nothing to try to help us,
You just looking around like this.
Or you just sleep. Like some people sleep.
Some people sleep. It's not their fault. Because nobody.
It's not something.
I ain't gonna act like
you're
I was
not
always
taught.
here.
You're not taught this.
Bro, I wasn't always here, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't always here.
Yeah.
I was just doing my thing in Jersey, and I didn't know black people was going through all the stuff that, because in my little neighborhood or whatever was going on, I ain't see. It wasn't until I got on. I'm looking at the news. I'm like, they really be beating niggas like this?
Yeah.
They really. Wait a second. Gentrifying. What does that mean? So that you mean to tell me that? So they come in the neighborhood. I'm like, wait, I gotta go back. I gotta start reading. This was happening back in New York.
Yeah.
Where they came in and was people. There was this guy who basically was buying property back because he knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And he was playing real estate wars. And this type of thing happened before. And so if nobody teaches you, like you said, you have no idea.
You just don't know.
Poetry for me has exposed me to so many things in our community. I'm glad I became a poet. No disrespect. Hip hop cannot teach you, bro. I could go to a hip hop showcase and no disrespect, I'm bouncing. Oh, this thing is crazy. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna get fulfilled. You go to a poetry video,
you get
got
that
niggas in there talking about domestic abuse, depression, being black, what it's like to be black. If you come when I come, foster care poem, and then you might have a girl that's talking about the environment. You're like, damn, I didn't even know that environmental people felt this way about what's going on in their neighborhood. So we have the obligation to specialize. Black people, that's good. Black people need to be specialized, going after every single front there is, from music down to the housing authority. And I think that's a good thing we took from here, talking to you and flushing out. We need to specialize. And then people like you that's like, yo, I'm gonna talk about it all, and then you figure out which one you need to fight on.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Most
That's
definitely.
powerful.
Most definitely.
That's really good. I didn't even think about it that way. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Let me ask you this. This is my last question to you. Are you the man you want to be, or are you the better version of what you thought you would be?
That's a good. That got me stuck. I'm not a better man. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
All right.
Ask it different.
Huh?
Ask it a different way.
Did you envision you would be this dude that you are right now?
Hell no.
Or are you better than what you thought you would be at this age?
I don't know what I am. I look in the mirror and I'm like, that ain't me.
Yeah.
No way. Me talking to you about all these issues.
Yeah.
5 years, I'd have laughed at you. Like, I'm in Atlanta talking to. No way.
Yeah.
That's what God does when you start to really find your purpose, and then you start to pound on it. Like, oh, I'm definitely going to make myself better and appear, soul, and all that. And then I'm going to connect with people like you, or it's over.
Most definitely.
Then I go back to my town, my state, and connect with more people. Like, yo, you need to go connect with a guy named Milk. Then they come down here like, yo, they told me to connect with, and now it's going to be a problem.
Most definitely.
And so that's the kind of thing. I never thought, never in a million years that I would be here, and I'm grateful. And I don't know what it's going to come to. You know what I mean? All I know is that I want to be in the history books. Like, yo, when it came to foster care and helping his community as it relates to foster care, he did it. Period. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. And that's what I want to do, you know?
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you wanted to... First of all, I want you to tell us your social media, and I want you to end it with just social media and everything, but is there anything that I didn't ask you that you wanted to talk about?
No, I think, one thing is what I would tell other poets. I think was the question that... We kind of did touch on that a little bit, but what I want to retouch on that again. What I would tell other poets, like, America doesn't see poetry as this grand art.
Yes, it does.
Depending on...
I challenge you on that.
Okay.
Can I challenge you now? Or
you can challenge me now.
Or let you finish.
Go ahead. Go challenge me now.
They see it as a grand art. They know we the masters of... We the kings and queens of feelings and language and thought process. And they don't want us to be heard. Because if we heard, we going to change the whole shit. They don't want that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. They know what we are. And that's why when you see it on TV, it's some bullshit. So, it ain't the real. It's some watered down version of the real.
Right. So Milk says... And that thought, and I do believe two people could be right on the same thing.
It's okay.
But I will disagree with Milk on here, but I will say this, and I'll tell you why. Well, up and coming poets, people are going to try to consistently say that poetry is not this grand art. Mm-hmm. And I say that because you're going to have people give you opportunities where the speaker will get X amount of dollars, and then they try to give the poet this. Mm-hmm. They're going to book you with rappers who are getting this, and then they're going to try to give you this amount of bread. And so my thing is this. Poetry has to be written because you believe in it. Poetry has to be written because it's something that's deep down inside of you. And I don't care if it's your family or the people, the venues, the promoters, or whoever. They can't put a dollar sign on poetry. They never could. And so I want you to make sure that whoever's out there becoming a poet or that is a poet, to understand that the world may not value the art as far as the dollars is concerned, or may not want to pay it as far as the other arts and speakers is concerned. But you just need to understand that it's your brand, it's your story, it's your vision, and to go forth. And that was one of the things that I struggled with growing up. Why do they treat this art better than mine? And I fell victim to that. But then I thought to myself, why would they treat other arts like mine? Why would they try to, understand my value when they wasn't there when I went through all that it took to get here? So that's the only thing I would like to say. Oh, and if you want to follow me, the one thing last thing is that my conference is coming, the National Foster Care Awareness Conference is coming, Solutions and Stories. That's on August 23rd. You can follow me on Ambitionthepoet on Instagram, Ambitionthepoet on Twitter, Ambitionthepoet Harper on Facebook. Man, just Google Ambitionthepoet and you gonna find me. That's alright.
Yeah, this milk. We killing ignorance one conversation at a time. Be safe.